Millions of dollars worth of Russian and Iranian supplies have changed the course of Sudan's brutal civil war as foreign powers jockey for influence in the strategic country. Moscow and Tehran are arming and fueling the nation's military, which has recently been gaining ground against the paramilitary group, the Rapid Support Forces. Bloomberg's Simon Marks has just returned from Sudan and joins us now. Simon, it's a fantastic piece of on-the-ground reporting from you and the team. Explain to us how outside forces then have fueled this 20-month now civil war.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, since April 2023, we've seen a whole host of nations from Russia and Iran on the one side backing the Sudanese armed forces to the United Arab Emirates allegedly on the other side backing the RSF through Chad, something that country denies. But really, through our reporting, we've used shipping data, satellite imagery, and interviews with people on the ground at the port there to really show how there's been an influx of weaponry, of fuel, of parts for jets coming into Port Sudan, which is situated right on the Red Sea there, and is the de facto capital now of the Sudanese army. So they're using that port to get things in and also ship things out in the means of gold exports, which they're using to generate funds to afford these supplies fueling the war.
OK, so gold is the payment method. What is the rationale, Simon, then, for Russia and Iran backing the Sudanese armed forces?
Well, really, it boils down to geography. It's, as I just mentioned, it's right on the Red Sea. For Iran, it's got that proximity to its partners in the Houthis, which it backs. And for Russia, they've been lobbying the army for many years now to have a military base situated in Port Sudan, something the army hasn't quite come up trumps with and provided. They're also slightly reticent to go full in with Russia. And there is lobbying from the likes of the US and European partners, for example, not to provide Moscow with this military base, which is key now, seeing what's happening in Syria and the prospect of them losing assets there. So really, it boils down to situation on the Red Sea and getting a military presence in this key geographic area.
How concerned are Western countries then about the arming of this conflict, the arming of the military in Sudan, in the port of Sudan? Is there anything being done to kind of restrict the arms flows? Is there a broader regional ramification from what is happening on the ground in Sudan?
Yeah, we have seen several rounds of sanctions, as is typical, from the US and Europe against businesses and individuals through travel bans, but also through through targeted sanctions on people who have been accused of supplying weapons. But they don't really seem to have had much impact, to be honest. There's other networks. We can see Russia can get their ships in through the use of their so-called shadow fleet to deliver fuel. And we've also seen that Iran can quite easily send ships from the Gulf area into Port Sudan and get stuff in, not only at the port, but also at the airport, which has been expanded. And the military wing there has had its runway increased and a hangar built to take care of some of these imports that are coming in.